Day, good day. Um, this is another good part for deriving us in many cases of the benefits of trial by jury. Well, I can have many opinions on this particular topic, and here's why. So, first of all, most citizens don't know that you can have a jury for a $50 and plus fine. Anything that costs $50 or up. Do you know what it costs for a lawyer? $50 at least, minimum, pretty much. And the courts, all they do is put it on credit and spread it out. So it don't worry about that. Anyways, ooh, jury, right? So we're depriving us of jury. So a jury of our peers, a jury of our equals, right? Well, people don't see each other as equal, right? People don't see each other as peers, right? When you see the guy at the fucking stand in the courtroom, you say, hey, fucking this dirtbag, why is he here? And then you end up being one of those guys and you're like, oh, fuck, I fucked up. Oh, this guy ain't so bad. Oh, I was such an asshole and blah, 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 right? And then you just hear a couple people's stories between this and there and probably remember a couple from before you were in the fucking courtroom and you're like, holy shit, that guy should have been in jail, or whatever your thoughts were at the time, right? Everyone should have their own thought, right? But here is the problem when it comes to juries, right? We don't know the benefits of our jury because we think most people in our lives are incompetent, right? Assuming that a jury is better than a judge makes an ass out of me and you, because 10 people that vote on the verdict, but at the end of the day, right, the judge says, here's the minimum, here's the maximum on that sentence, go fuck yourself, depending on his opinion, right? And we talked about judges earlier, anyways, how they're feeling that day, right? It can be interesting, right? When you hear people talk about juries, I would love to be a part of a jury. I would love to be a productive member of society and give my moral opinion or my moral disopinion or unmoral opinion on a matter. Hopefully it's moral, right? Hopefully my good intentions aren't bad deeds, right? That would be the best with the evidence I have, right? Whether it ends up being an abuse or usurpation, well, that's to be decided in the court later on, right? If I make a hiccup, I can decide later on that, oh, fucking, that was a hiccup. Take my investment out, call it a day. And you can't really invest in a whole lot of your peers nowadays, right? I've met hundreds of people, I trust 20 people, right? Does that make sense? To most people, that makes sense. So, what is the benefit of a jury by your peers, right? Well, what are the benefits of a jury, right? If you only trust 20 people, they're going to grab 10 strangers, 12 strangers, 5 strangers to decide your future. And then another guy gets to have an opinion after those guys. There is definitely a depriving of our viewpoint of a jury, right? It's 2021 for me, right? So I can look at, O.J. Simpson's case and say, maybe I don't always see the benefits of a jury, right? When I talk to people that either they get the envelope and they say jury duty, right? They get the little fucking thing and the useless mail that is bankrupting us, that we have to get out of bankruptcy at a time and blah, blah, blah. Anyways, but we can't talk about that. They get their thing in the mail and it says, hey, here's a case, come apply. This is the law. You can skip work, you can skip all your productive societal needs because this will be productive to society. Okay? Alright. So you tell your boss, hey, I need to leave work. Production is going to be down X%. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have an obligation to be righteous to my oath as a American citizen. Go to jury, right? Most people go there and they say, hey, I'm fucking sick. I don't want to be here. I'm incompetent, right? They'll go vote later. Don't worry about that part. But they say, hey, I don't want to do this. I have to go to work. And they just take the time off, kind of. Or they choose to go to jury, and they're very biased or ignorant because of their experiences, right? And they already have a disposition towards that person, right? And that's its own thing, which I can't really speak of, right? But so those people tend not to want to be a part of the jury in the first place, right? Not a lot of people want to be the one that judges another man's house. Is that so hard to understand? Right? There's a reason people don't want to be elected, and it's because they'll be judged halfway good and halfway bad because that's how people are. Well, actually, it's like 1/3 neutral and 1/3 bad, 1/3 good in some fucking aspect. Goddamn, fuck your spectrums or whatever the fuck, right? Some men are more manly than men, right? And some women are more womanly than women, whatever the fuck that means, right? Fucking androids dream of electric sheep. Right, you can pass the test, it will be alright. And the benefits of a jury, I'm just not seeing it. When you get one guy that's a doctor, 3 guys from McDonald's, a fucking guy that has a GED, fucking 2 guys straight out of high school, some woman from the Depression, some woman from the Civil Rights Movement, and some woman that fucking hasn't come out of her fucking cat infested house for fucking 20 years. All making the decision for someone's life, right? Based on some maybe evidence that was correctly or incorrectly taken by X statistic and X variable and blah blah blah. We can't talk about those ratios and those aspects and blah 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 and information we have today versus yesteryear, which is fine or whatever you have to say on that. We can't trust our juries. We can't, and then afterwards, those guys, right, say yay or nay, whether it's right or wrong or indifferent or plead the fifth. Some other guy that nobody elected, he went and did the work, I guess, and he got promoted, whether good or wrong or bad or right or indifferent, right? Until he became a judge somewhere and he started making decisions. And that guy gets to say, oh, he did this, okay, he didn't do this, okay, he did this, okay, he didn't do this, okay. Out of the 50 things that, because a cop will judge you, like charge you with the most heinous crime first, and the most lenient crime. Like, yeah, well, we caught him while he was jaywalking, but we accused him of fucking terrorism and fucking, I don't know, fucking some fucking crazy hoodooism and building a meth empire like fucking this guy is goddamn Walter White. Did you hear Heisenberg? This guy. Anyways, and oh, jaywalking, right? Oh, he spit on the street while he was coughing because of the public smog that he doesn't have any any right to, right? So whatever. Although definitely better in some places than others, from what I have personally experienced. Uh, what do I know? So jury, so the judge, fuck the judge. It ends up just being some fucking guy that read fucking a couple opinions and was like, hey, pretty good at this opinion thing, and people seem to pay me a lot to have this opinion. Seems pretty cool. Anyways, guys, juries are rigged. Fucking courts are rigged. We need to fix some shit. Alright? We're depriving us, in many cases, of the benefits of trial by jury. And jury by our peers. Which peers is important because peers tends to be people that you have the same ideals with. Right? And you don't have to have the same all the same ideals with them. Right? But usually on the topic that you're being persecuted for, it should be semi similar, right? Because guess what? Those people have the experience to say, hey, he actually did something pretty bad, or hey, he fucked up, but it's okay, or hey, not, this is a fair case. He's okay, you know. You should be able, and you should be able to say, hey, we just need more information. Can you hold tight? Right? And if the guy doesn't hold fucking tight, guess what? Fuck him. He's probably fucking the guy, right? You can catch him tomorrow. Whatever. Anyways, it's all stupid. It's all stupid. Jury's stupid. Courts are stupid. Laws are stupid. They're all opinions and they're all bullshit. Right? Someone says follow the law. Right? There's too many people breaking the law for me to know that the law is the law. Does that make sense? Right? Murder is against the law. People are murdering each other right now. Wow. Uh-oh. Those are people dying, right? Those claps are people dying, unfortunately. Now, here's the thing. We can't stop that today, right now, this second, right? In America, we could do a lot of things to prevent a lot of it. And we could do a lot of other things to do a lot of other things and this and that. But not everyone's going to be happy all the time. And some people have too much luxury. They don't know the value they have of themselves because they've been told false values. Right? Someone tried to talk to me about humility and jury and peers and opinions. And here's the thing. I'm worthless. My opinion is nothing. My life is nothing. It's never been anything. And that's just the bottom line, right? One day I had a little girl and she said, hey, you're definitely worth everything to me. You're doing pretty good, Dad. Cool. So I try to be a nice guy. Try to be pretty civil. I try not to be a savage. I try to be a productive member of society. I try and I try. And people want to be my peers? Really? Can we talk for even an hour, right? Can we talk for even an hour without me thinking you're a fucking retard or something else? And guess what? If not, you're probably not my peers, right? You're probably not my equal, right? And we might have a lot of things in common. That's fine. We're not peers on every topic, and that's fine, right? And we are definitely equals on at least one topic. No matter what it is, we are equals, right? And that is, we are alive. Something happens when we die. Simple as that. And usually it's face to face. If you're not face to face with me, go fuck yourself. You're not alive to me. I don't give two fucks about your life. Fucking don't care. You're fucking gobbler from the 500s. I don't give a fuck. Right? You were never written in the history books. You're not no goddamn Achilles. Go fuck yourself. And guess what? If there is anything like fucking aliens or something, they don't call that fucking Achilles heel a fucking Achilles heel. Right? So when our planet is gone, there's not going to be Achilles anymore. Although theories and bullshit and people trying to be smart, fucking multiverse, fucking goddamn, I don't know, Mandela effect, goddamn stupid shit all the fucking time, right? So you want me to think my juries are fine, right? I don't see competence at all in many places in my life, right? And I can look back at my history and my experiences and see the abuses and usurpations to know that I can't trust the benefits of a jury because a jury is idiotic and my peers tend to be not my peers, right? And 99.9, here's the thing, their DNA matches me like a fucking rat's, if that makes sense, right? They're all saying they're Homo sapien and I'm still fucking a Neanderthal trying to fucking ask Prometheus what fire is. Meat, good. Oh, right. And they're like, oh, fucking a CPU and fucking GPU and processor and my physics of electricity goes into these metals and it does this and it imprints this on that and it's fucking cool with its heat and its electricity and its ions and positive and negative and blah 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 and it's I don't know, it's all a waste of time whether it's smart, bad, humble, not, right? Like fucking cool. Gandhi, he fasted. Has anyone fasted? Do you know people that fast? I know people that need to fast. I fast a lot because I'm definitely a Bruno or whatever, Brutus maybe. Work more, eat less, right? That's what I'm programmed to do, right? That's what Napoleon told me to do, so I'm gonna follow Napoleon. Context. Anyways, and I need an ass of a friend to fucking tell me to stop, but they're probably gonna tell me it's too late, and that's fine. Right? And the jury's already been out because there are a bunch of pigs running the place and they're fucking greedy as hell and they've been running the place for too long. And apparently I can't read the fucking words like for imposing taxes on us without our consent or for depriving us in many cases of the benefits of a trial by jury or for transporting us beyond seas to be tried for pretended offenses. Oh, we're not there yet. Alright, I'll see you in 5 minutes when I'm ready to do that video. Y'all have a good one. Peace.